Right, so today we're going to be answering one of the most important questions about a Volkswagen California, which is how much booze can you fit in the fridge? So we've got an assortment that we have from our own fridge inside, so we're going to see exactly how much of this we can fit in here. So first of all, I'm going to leave this basket. So this is the normal Volkswagen California basket. It's angled, if you look, so there's a bit of a change in shape here. It only goes in where you can't put it that way around, you have to put it this way around. I'm going to take this out to start with. I think I've got the best chance of fitting all of this stuff in here. So starting by packing these all into the corner so I can still get the basket in after. So let's just try that with the basket, see what we're doing. I still think we've got space for a load underneath the basket there, so let's pop some in. I can get a cheeky one in there. And another one there, and another one there. Let's try and get 3 underneath the basket. Right. So there we go, basket in. Right, onto the cans. So what have we got here? Oh, some Punk IPA, very nice. Vocation, very nice. San Pellegrino, must be for the morning after. Club Tropica. Let's see how much of this we can get in. Going to be brave and try and stack it on top and see what happens. Padstow Brewing Company, even better. What have we got? A couple of these seltzers. Can I get the final one in? See whether I can do it somehow. Will it shut? Will it shut? It shuts. More importantly, after all that lot, we're going to need some food. So there still is enough space in here for some chicken, a couple of steaks. Job done. So in total, how much have we got?
Ooh, let me just add it up. We are on 5 bottles of wine, 10 330ml bottles of lager, 9 330ml cans of beer, 1 440ml taller can of beer, and 2 tall 330ml cans as well.
So there you go. I'll pop all that up on the screen, you'll be able to see that.
Hi everyone, so I'm going to tell you a few more probably useful things about the fridge rather than necessarily how much wine and beer you can fit in it. I'm going to start off with this that I've got a bit of a love-hate relationship with. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. Up to you whether you decide to use it or not. Yeah, sometimes it can just get in the way. So I'm going to pop that to one side. Right, first thing, obviously don't keep this in your fridge, but it's essential to really have something like this in your van. Your fridge is a cool box, it gets condensation inside of it, you're going to need something to be able to mop it out occasionally. So either this or a tea towel, just something you're going to need to be able to mop it out with. So we'll pop that to one side. First things first, we all like a cuppa. So for milk, we tend to use a couple of water bottles. We bought a green and a blue because we like whole milk for coffee, semi-skim milk for tea. Takes up a bit less space, they're generally watertight. So yeah, they tend to work really well for us. Secondly, we tend to quite like having things like blueberries and yoghurt and bits and pieces. Now, we've all come across one of these lovely punnets that you get from the supermarket. You can imagine this is going to be a bit of a disaster. Once you've opened it, you pop it back into the fridge, you go around a corner, all of a sudden you've got blueberries everywhere. So we have a solution. You need to be thinking about what kind of containers you want to take with you. So we take a variety. We've got round ones, lock and lock ones, stackable ones that you can get from the supermarket. various different kind of lunchbox styles and things, all for the different types of food that you might want to take with you. So I'll just pop those to one side. So that's that. The other thing to think really carefully about, particularly in the summer, we all love a bit of salad. Now, the problem with these is that you can see it takes up a lot of space, and it's filled with CO2 at the factory, which preserves the lettuce. Now, you can either decant that then into one of your plastic containers, but then that loses its preservation, or you can leave it like this, but you're going to lose a lot of space out of your fridge. So up to you. It might be worth considering things like a bean salad, or I don't know, anything like just some sweet corn and bits and pieces that you can jazz up your meal with, rather than necessarily taking really bulky refrigerated items with you. We also like to take things like cold meats, dead easy to make up sandwiches and things. Again, more plastic packaging, which I can't say I'm particularly in favour of, but it's a necessity. You could pop that into one of your sealable boxes, but I know that Lakeland also do some silicone repackaging that I'm looking at getting hold of as well, for bits and pieces like this that will take up a bit less space too. Things like yoghurt, we tend to find that taking one big yoghurt rather than lots of little ones tends to be a bit safer. And I mean safer in terms of, you could imagine your bottle of beer falling over, you've got a little packet of 4 yoghurts, and it pierces its way straight through the foil lid, and hey presto, you've got yoghurt everywhere. So something that's a little bit more substantial tends to work really well, we find. And last but no means least, if you're going to take chocolate with you, pop it in the fridge. Vans can get quite hot in the summer, particularly in these kitchen cupboards here, so the best place for it is in the fridge, unless you like melted chocolate. Entirely your preference. You might have also noticed in the video that Will was doing about the beer and wine, we've got one of these in the bottom of the fridge. I think I did actually buy this from Lakeland a few years ago. It's just a silicone mat that usually goes in the bottom of a sink. It's a little bit sort of silicone-y, a little bit sticky, keeps things out of any condensation that pools at the bottom of the fridge, but also provides a bit of friction for things, so if you haven't done the most amazing job of packing your fridge, things don't tend to slide around too much. There are some other versions of these that are more van specific. I think Brandrip does a proper tray that fits exactly in the bottom, but we tend to find that this works just perfectly, dead easy to take out and give a wash as well. And then there's probably just one more note on the fridge. It's nowhere near as intelligent as the fridge that you've got in your house, so you need to be thinking about what the ambient temperature is outside. If it's a really hot day, turn your fridge down a bit. If it's a really cool day, turn it up a bit. This thing will freeze things really quickly and easily, so don't go over the top with where you set your fridge to. And then the only other little tip is, if you're going on a trip, maybe pop your fridge on a couple of hours before you go, so that you're popping all of your goods into a nice cold fridge anyway. So that's all for me for now. Hope that helps out a little bit more than just wine and beer in your fridge. Thanks all, see you soon.
Thanks very much for watching. Hopefully this video is helpful for you. Convert that lot into food if you need to, for knowing what the capacity of the fridge is. I think this is probably representative of most camping trips when people go away, so hopefully it's informative. If you like this kind of content, like and subscribe. Thanks for watching California Time, and we'll see you next time.